All right, I'm absolutely stoked to bring this one to you guys. Well, while I'm at the Snowy River factory in Melbourne, I'm meant to be doing a video of the lineup, but I snuck over and I saw something. This is the Snowy River Multi-Terrain SRT 22F. This is essentially a Snowy River caravan on steroids. Now, I can't tell you any of the specs of this thing except what I can see. It's obviously 22F, so it's 22-footer, and it's a family van. So having a look at the outside, you can see from the get-go, this is an unusual Snowy River caravan. The entire underside looks nothing like the rest of them. Having a look at the back here, you can see that shackle. I'm assuming that's going to be a tow point for if you're ever full driving and you get into that position where you can't go forward and you need to take the caravan backwards, but you can't reverse it, or you just need that little bit more power, you can have a friend help you. Going underneath, you can see this thing is absolutely schmick. It looks gorgeous. It's got full off-road suspension, it's got shielding in front of all of the important components, and it's all painted black. It looks absolutely schmick. Having a look at the front, you can see the drawbar actually comes out and then goes down. It's been raised up intentionally to give you the best possible position for going over crests. So you've got more height between the car and the caravan, with a higher drawbar that drops onto your tow bar. Having a sneaky look under there, you can even see this has a stone guard built into the caravan, so any rocks your car throws back at the caravan just get softened and dropped to the ground rather than hitting any of the components on the underside. Now, I for one can attest to this. I took my on-road Snowy off-road one day and I managed to throw a rock backwards and smash the tap off of my water tank and lost my 200 litres of water that was meant to last me the next couple of days. Things like this can be a pain, but when you buy a caravan that's made for off-road like this, they've already thought of that. Luckily for me, in my situation, I always carry spares, but I still had to find a new point to fill up. So let's come into this amazing caravan. Now at the core, yes, you're in a bunkie, which for me, that's like home. But this thing has so many differences. For one, you're really high up. I notice it straight away. I feel like a foot higher off of the ground than normal. Beyond that, you've got all these black accent taps, sinks, bowls. They've got a sole purpose purified water tap. Even the bunks at the very end, I've noticed, have these little nooks going into the rear. And one thing they've got in here, which I always get asked about, is a compressor fridge. They've actually got a compressor fridge with a refrigerator on top and a freezer down the bottom. The fridge opens to be a standard fridge, but then the freezer is a pull-out drawer freezer. Absolutely awesome, and I'm so glad that Snowy River are really hearing the market when it comes to off-road caravans. You'll also notice under their cupboards, you've got these beautiful LED strip lighting, which just look gorgeous in these caravans. And of course up here, they've got a Dometic positive air pressure system. I don't know the technical name for it, but the concept is it's got a scoop and it takes the fresh air from the top and then it pushes down in here, and then all the air that comes from there has to go out. That way no dust comes in any of your doors, your grills or anything else, because it's constantly taking the fresh air that it captures from up on top of the caravan and pushes it out through every other opening. So no more dust in your caravan. This is an absolute win. Beyond that, you can see leather accents throughout on the L-shaped lounge, the pocket behind, and of course, the pocket over the door. This caravan comes out in 2023. It just so happens I was walking past and it caught my eye. I spoke to the right person and managed to get approval to do a sneaky little video on it. Alright guys, that's all I have for this one. I don't know the specs. They might be slightly different when it comes out, but at the crux of it, this caravan is absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, keep in mind that this bunkie is just one of 5 new models. There's going to be 5 new models in this range, the multi-terrain SRT range. I love where Snowy River are going with this, and I can't wait to see what they think of next. Alright guys, see you in the next one.